What is up with the squad? It's Cess, your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies, back like I never left. Game! Put them cocks in the chat, man. Gamecocks! Rock out with your cock out, y'all. Happy New Year's Eve, fam. Happy New Year's Eve. I couldn't let this day go by without coming and hanging out with my Gamecocks. I had to come hang out with y'all. We got a game tomorrow. Gotta get our pregame. Gotta get our pre-gaming in, man. Gotta get our preview in. Y'all, listen, we don't get a lot of games where the record say one thing and the respect say another. Listen. We get ready to open up this SEC play tomorrow, y'all, at Colonial Life Arena with a matchup that's loud, and it ain't even saying a word. We walking in 13-1, ranked number 3, but like a machine, built like a machine, y'all. Listen, we still carrying that everybody's championship is our lost energy, period. Even though we ain't the defending champs. Emily, happy New Year's Eve, fam. Court Bentley, what's up? Latson out for tomorrow game, and Dawn and the team will evaluate day by day. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, that's the update on Latson, y'all. I done already started taking my New Year's Eve shots, man. So this could go anywhere. This could go anywhere, but I wanted to hang out with my gang. Let me see some cocks in the chat, man. I want to see them like that. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let me see what else going on here. Hold on one second. Okay, yeah. No, I'm hanging out till we got Texas Tech basketball coming up later on tonight. I'm gonna check that game out. And I think TCU play tonight too, so I'm gonna be in the mansion checking those out. But I wanted to come hang out with y'all. Yeah, all we do is win, Keith. All we do is win. Let's go. Bring Wayne the bot in the building. So I wanted to get a preview. I wanted to get the preview done of tomorrow's game, y'all. You know we live for the game. Alabama 14-0, undefeated, unranked, is sitting in that others receiving votes purgatory. Like, so what we got to do to be seen? Yeah, this ain't just a conference opener. Okay, yeah, Frank Wright, what's happening? This is a respect trial. This is a pressure test. This proof versus pedigree. Whole storyline gonna flip on one moment for the Providence game. Tonight, Latson going down with that lower left leg injury. Can't put weight on it. Had to be helped off. She's smiling. She got treatment all through the second half. That's the inflection point right there, y'all. Alabama coming in thinking if there's ever a time, in South Carolina, man, we sitting here like if there's ever a time for the Staley Standard to talk back, listen, we finna do that. So in the chat, y'all let me know what's louder to y'all. Alabama being 14-0 or our streak and our standard. Okay? Let's talk about it. Okay, Court. So you like Gotti starting in place of Latson. I was thinking Gotti going to start in place of Latson too. I was thinking Gotti was going to start in place of Latson too. So I hope everybody's enjoying their New Year's Eve. I am. Okay, I'm already 2 shots in. Let's go. 2 shots in 20 minutes. So it's New Year's Eve. Let's get it. Y'all, we live. So I already want to know if your team is not the Gamecocks, drop who your team is. And if you're not pulling up from South Carolina, drop where you pulling up from. And then y'all put y'all favorite. I want to know what's y'all favorite I'm just here for hoops emoji. Drop your favorite I'm just here for hoops emoji. I don't know what that look like. Let me know. Frozen margaritas over here. Okay, Court. That's what I'm talking about. Lisa Peel was good. Like and share because they both right there. High Life in the building. What's good, y'all? Let me just say thank you to everybody pulling up, hanging out. Y'all, listen. I'm humbled. I'm humbled every year. At the love and the support that y'all pour back in the Cess Talk Sports, man. I love y'all to life. Let's hang out. Wine tonight. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I'll be back at 11 for a cheers for those of us that staying in the house. It's snowing here, so I ain't going nowhere. It's snowing here, so I'm in the house tonight. The party is right here on Cess Talk Sports. So pull up and hang out with us at 11. We gonna kick it. Bring in the new year. Happy New Year's. Hope everybody has a great 2026. You as well, Michael Coker. So yeah, two different chats. So we up on vertical and portrait. Vertical and portrait. StreamYard letting us do that. So we got the stream out there every kind of way it could. Yeah, they got to get ready for this butt whooping. Let's do some housekeeping though. Let me know. Is Alabama is legit and disrespected? Yeah. Is Alabama legit and disrespected? Are they undefeated but untested? Or you don't care South Carolina by business hours? Or are you nervous because of Latson? Let me know. Is Alabama legit and disrespected? Are they undefeated but untested? You don't care because South Carolina we're going to take care of business. Or you nervous about Latson? Undefeated and untested. I think they undefeated and untested too. This game ain't floating in space though. It's sitting on top of a whole year of South Carolina. A year of South Carolina, right? No, I ain't nervous at all. Undefeated and untested for sure. But that don't mean that they're not going to make no noise. I want to say that too, Keith. Like, South Carolina by 20 and standing on that shit. Rooter. I'm really about to get Rooter, y'all. Did I hear Raven say she ready for SEC play? No, because I haven't watched any press or anything yet. Don't care. Alabama undefeated and untested. Okay, you don't even care. Okay. We already told y'all we don't rebuild, we re-up. And that ain't a catchphrase. That's just that's our standard. Listen, if we go back, let's go back. Let's go back, y'all. Because 2025 didn't start as some cute little victory lap, okay? It started with the weight of a perfect run behind us, the expectation to defend the crown in a league that got stronger, right? Like we didn't win the championship, y'all. We went through SEC play. We came out 15-1, co-champs with Texas. I mean, listen, the SEC tournament, that was a coordination. We took down Vanderbilt, handled Oklahoma, and then we met Texas in the title game and said, yeah, not on our floor. Held them to 45, I think, in the championship game. That ain't defense, y'all. That's a goddamn cold front. Oh, man. Chloe Kitts, that was her moment. Chloe, shoot that bitch, Kitts. Yeah, Chloe. That was her moment. Tournament MVP energy, steady, composed, grown woman hoops, man. Now, then 2025 got a little emotional for some. We didn't forget. We go to the NCAA tournament. We handled business early. We survived the Titans. Maryland tried to stress the perimeter. Duke tried to drag it in the mud. We found a way through all of them. We saw Texas again in the national semifinal, okay, and beat them again. Okay, that's 3 times in a season, goddammit. In a year where everybody told us you can't beat a great team 3 times, we did. And then that title game, shit, UConn punched first. They punched second, they punched third, and we never got comfortable. That loss didn't hurt because it was a championship. It hurt because it was unfamiliar. We're not used to being the one. We used to being the ones applying the pressure. So that game made us chase it a little bit. So what happens when a dynasty feels denial? And that's what we getting ready to find out. It don't fold. God damn it, we recalibrate. And that's where the offseason became the loudest chapter. Okay. WNBA pipeline. We had Gamecocks go pro. Tina Powell, Bree Hall, Sanaya Fagan. Celebrate that shit, y'all. We looking back on 2025. Second round picks, no lottery, but that's the point. The league values Gamecock DNA. Defense, discipline, championship habits. Then the portal hit like thunder. Okay? Thunder. My legend Fulwiley, Columbia, homegrown, highlight engines, SEC 6 woman. Moved on to LSU. That's not sugarcoated. That wasn't just basketball. It was emotional. That was rivalry gasoline. That was, I'm taking my glow to the other side. We're going in. Coach Staley's handled it like a CEO. God damn it. Basically said love, growth, respect, keep moving. And what else? Don't look back. That's the Staley standard, y'all. No public mess, no dragging kids, no bitterness louder than the mission. But behind the scenes, the response was aggressive. If you lose chaotic brilliance, you go get elite production. So we had tonight Latson already coming in, right? Proven bucket, guard who understands volume, efficiency, creator who can manufacture offense when the possession is dead. That pickup was a statement. We don't got to wait for development. We can win right now. And then down low, that was the one that surprised me, y'all. Madina Okot. Madina Okot. If you know South Carolina basketball, you know our love language is rim protection and rebounds. That's our love language. Okot is built for that. Double energy. I think she got 10 so far this season on 13 games. She cleared space. She owned the glass. She turned your miss into our extra possession. And while all that's happening, we still recruit like a program that expects to be here every motherfucking year. You hear me? They got McKeer, Isla McDowell, and then international pipeline expands again with Alicia Turnerbees, the big baguette, 6'7" for Freds, joining the roster in January. So that's a dynasty responding to pain with infrastructure. That's why this January opener matters, because it's not just new year, new game. It's the first checkpoint on the new version of us, y'all. Run them likes up. This the new version of us finna come to light. Okay, rock hard. Cocks up. We hard. Y'all run these likes up. I saw a headline action is SC cooked without Latson. Hell no. We ain't cooked. The cream rise to the top. We coming. Gotti with the shotty gonna be there. Listen, we still elite, but we got new flavors. So, y'all run them likes up for me, y'all. 45 in the chat, man. Hit the like and the share. They both right there. Let them know we out here talking, man. Hype this video when it's done. Let's talk about what we did look like on the floor, y'all. We scoring in the 90s, defending in the low 50s. That's not good. That's violent balance. Do y'all hear me? That's a violent balance, goddammit. The signature, same as always. We run, we swarm, we rebound like the ball owe us money, and we guard with length that makes teams second-guess simple entry passes. Big difference this season is the shape of the offense. With Latson on the floor, we had a guard who can get one without needing the whole orchestra to be perfect. With Joyce Edwards making the leap in the full face of the program mode, 21.4 at night, 21.4 at night. Listen, y'all, we got a 3-level scorer who can punish you from the mid post, the wing, the line, the rim, the second chance, wherever. And Okot, that's foundation. That's the glass, the rim, the tone. So when these folks is like, what's South Carolina's identity? It's still defensive depth, but it's also pace and precision. We got defense, depth, pace, precision. We getting on people's fucking nerves. You hear me? I saw that too. Ain't nobody cooked over here. It's stupid. Can't hype over more than 3 videos per week. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, love monologue. You better believe it. Erica, what's happening? Happy New Year's Eve. We still got Raven, Tessa, Madina, Isla. The list goes on and on. We look good even in the times when Latson was on the bench. Talk about it, John Pittman. Yolanda Wells, what's up, fam? The Latson injury matters, okay? She wasn't just points. She was when it's ugly, I can still create something button, okay? Which brings us to the opponent. Listen. Alabama ain't walking in here to admire the banners. They walking in here for a receipt. I want to be fair, okay? Because I hate when people treat undefeated like it's fake. 14-0 is hard, okay? We didn't do it. Shit. We didn't do it. Winning every night means you showed up every night. Even on nights when the shot was off, even on nights when your legs was heavy, even when your opponent's only goal was to ruin your streak, you still showed up. The reason Alabama ain't ranked is the skeptics is pointing at the schedule and saying, okay, but who the hell did you prove it against? And that's why that other receiving votes tag is so important. They close enough to be noticed, but not respected enough to be celebrated, okay? So Kristy Curry, she ain't new to this. She's coached long enough to understand how quickly narratives change. Their whole identity is built around a committee approach. Multiple scores, shared load, nobody dependent on one superhero shot every trip. They don't got a superhero no more. We really don't even know who the hell Alabama is. And that make them tricky. But if you scout one star and take her away, Alabama can still get you with the second wave. And that's how a lot of upset profiles get built. It's the balance, it's the defense, and enough shooting variance to flip the math. So their defense is real. They've been holding teams down, keeping scores low, turning games into grind sessions. But this is the issue. Garnet with South Carolina is like trying to outswim a shark, okay? It's like trying to outswim a shark. If you don't got rim answers, you don't have rebounding answers, you playing perfect just to keep it close. So their path is clear. They got to protect the ball. They got to hit threes at a high clip. They got to get back in transition, and they got to pray. You hear me? Pray. That's right. We pray. Pray. Yeah, they better pray that South Carolina don't turn the paint into a no-fly zone. So let's get tactical because this is where this game going to get decided. Okay? Hey, Lisa Pugh. Hey, Emily. Okay, with Joyce and Okot eat tomorrow, expect Raven with damn near trip dub. Yeah, I'm waiting on this Raven trip dub. It's coming with assists, okay? Raven been proving him wrong all season, and it's not said enough. Raven does whatever it takes to win. So I'm going to say that again. Raven does whatever it takes to win. Score, defend, assist, rebound, steal, block, whatever it takes to win. Guide, direct, tell everybody where to go, whatever it is, cheer, get the pom-poms, what the fuck ever it takes to win is what Raven is down to do. 54 in the chat, y'all. Hit the like and the share. They both right there. Okay? Same about everyone in the other chat. I'm expecting Tessa to try doubling down on what she's been doing the past few games with all the threes. Yeah, Tessa gonna keep shooting the hell out that ball. Shoot it. Tessa's a shooter. She's a goddamn shooter. They're gonna put some respect on Tessa's name. They're gonna have to put some respect on Tessa with the. I didn't name her Tessa with the J for no damn reason. She's Tessa with the J. People must not be watching. I have seen every player getting better than at the start of the season. Different areas for different people. How does the opposing coach get his team ready? Shit, that's a good question. That's a good question. Like I said, they got to protect the ball, hit threes at a high clip, get back in transition, and pray South Carolina don't turn the paint into a no-fly zone. But the paint is the courtroom, okay? Everything gonna start inside. The paint is the courtroom. Period. Okay? I expect us to be locked in tomorrow. I want to see Dawn defense. I'm talking smothering with a side of cookies. You hear me, Court Bentley? I want all the cookies. I want all the stocks. 10 blocks, 10 steals, 20 stocks. That's my goal every game. Only thing we need to do is lock in on defense. Okot was looking a little slow in the first few minutes of the Providence game. Yeah, a little slow getting started. But once she got cooking, it was up, wasn't it? Okay, it was up. But everything gonna start inside. Joyce ain't just scoring right now. She's dictating who gets in foul trouble, who got to help, and who lose confidence. If Alabama try to guard her straight up, Joyce gonna punish that matchup. And if Alabama send help, that's when Okot becomes a problem on the weak side and the glass becomes a second offense. See, let's be clear. Madina Okot doesn't just rebound. She's going to extend possessions until you start defending for 40 seconds instead of 20. The Latson variable, listen, next woman up, it ain't a slogan. That's our standard. That's our system, okay? If Latson is limited, I believe Latson is actually out, right? Okay? It's just roles, not identity. It's just roles, but not identity. Raven becomes the primary driver of the tempo and decision-making. More responsibility, more reads, pressure navigation. Raven lives for that. Raven lived for that shit. Tessa Johnson going to become even more important as spacing and shot volume. Because with Latson downhill, without that downhill creation, we need the shooting that punishes the help. So then you got veteran stability and lineup flexibility. Plus this January roster boost. Listen, Turner Bees is arriving soon. That matters for depth as we get deeper into SEC play. Keep that in mind. Alabama's best weapon is probably the three-point equation. It's the part nobody want to hear if you the favorite, okay? The underdog's best friend is variance. If Alabama hit threes early, the game gonna tighten psychologically, okay? You start feeling pressure possessions. You start feeling crowd tension. Start trying to answer instead of execute. But the math cut both ways. If Alabama go cold, South Carolina transition game and offensive rebound and turn cold shooting into a scoreboard avalanche. You hear me? An avalanche, okay? I hate when the Gamecock goes down. They say it's over. We lost. What are they going to do? It'd be a real woe is me type thing. Don't it, Yolanda? They'd be like, God damn, man, we didn't have this happen before y'all have seen us. Tessa was on the heater the whole night. quite as his kept court ability, Tessa been on the heater the whole season. Tessa's shot falling right now. That listen, her efficiency from three is crazy. Yeah, Latson is out for the game against who the hell we play tomorrow, y'all? Against Alabama. Not Atlanta, Alabama. Sucks is another SEC game, while LSU versus Vandy gets network coverage. Our first three SEC games all on ESPN or SEC streaming. Yeah. Tempo. Alabama wants the clock to be their sixth defender. If they can shorten the game, like long possessions, careful shot selection, disciplined transition defense, right? They can keep it close longer. But our depth is designed to punish discipline over time. That's why the Staley standard. That's what the Staley standard does. It makes perfect feel exhausting. Oh shit, Mill Dog, what's happening? Yeah, Alabama. I'm like, no, it's not Atlanta. Hold on, y'all. So I'm gonna say this loud because shit. Why not? Alabama ain't won in Columbia in a long time. Okay, South Carolina has owned this matchup through the Staley era with a streak that's become its own character in the story. Okay, when you layer the history on top of this undefeated but unranked opponent, that's when the arena turns into a personality, right? That's when every run feels louder. Every defensive stop is going to feel personal, right? That's when the game becomes more than possessions. So if Alabama's coming to do something historic, they can't just play well. They got to play free. And that's hard to do in a building that feeds off your hesitation. We're going to be feeding off their hesitation. We're going to be feeding off their hesitation, okay? Listen. What's crazy is Joyce had 14 with them doubling and tripling her. Joyce and Okot are so dangerous that most teams have no choice but to collapse on them. Then insert Tessa, AGOT, Raven, Isla, Maddie. Exactly. There you go. AGOT playing tomorrow. I believe that Gotti with the shotty is playing. Unless you heard something else, Yolanda Wells, I got Gotti with the shotty in the game. I believe that we will be all right. Just play team ball. So, let's talk about it, y'all. Who y'all got scoring first? Who y'all got player of the game? Who's gonna surprise us tomorrow? Who's gonna surprise us tomorrow? And then y'all let me know too. Y'all watching hoops tonight? Y'all getting out tonight? What y'all got going on? MJ Lover, what up though? Just Essence Cody. Okay. No size at all. Just Essence Cody. Happy early New Year, fam. Let me know when you're available in the mansion. I'm trying to catch up with you. Trying to catch up with you, fam. Trying to catch up with you. Let me jump back into some of these scores too. Let me see. So UCLA took care of business today, y'all. Baylor came back on Oklahoma State. I'm gonna go back and rewatch the end of that game. Charlotte with the win over Memphis. Gonna take a look at that game. Arizona State, Utah was a good game. Came down to final seconds, y'all. 69-68 there for that one. 80-62 Iowa State over Houston. UConn took care of business versus Providence. Providence, man, two tough games this week. But they should fare well for the rest of the Big East. Okay, you got Madina again for first score. Okay. Tessa player of the game. I like it. Under Coach Dawn, it's not about stats. Yeah, we shine as a team by winning and playing fundamental structure basketball. You better believe it. Okay, you around. Okay, good. I'm gonna catch you here soon. So when I finish this, look for me. Relatively quiet Providence game. I think Joyce goes off 20 plus. Do y'all think Alabama has the ability to double and triple Joyce? Do y'all think they have the ability to double and triple Joyce? Let's talk about it. DL, what's happening? So we're going to Okot or Joyce first play. More than likely Joyce, so she can get started early. Okay. On call for hospital. Watch for my uncle tonight. About to get off of here. Okay. All right, White Wolf. Happy New Year's, fam. Appreciate your support. 90 in the chat, y'all. Hit the like and the share. They both right there. Game. Let me see some cocks in the chat, y'all. We Gamecockin. I'm looking for Dowda to do good tomorrow. Would love to have a big game from Dowda. Call it out, Yolanda. Let's go. Stefan, what's good? Win by double digits. All right. Joyce going to have another 25, 30-point game. she didn't seem happy with her scoring production, so I expect her to make up for it tomorrow. Yeah, but she had a good game. And that's what I don't want lost on Joyce. She had a good game, even though it wasn't a 25, 30-point game. Still a good game for her. We keep talking about the bigs. I see another Tessa masterclass. Tessa been throwing a masterclass all season, Keith. Keith Madine. Am I saying it right? Yeah, Tessa been on one all season. I'm so proud of the way that she showed up, y'all. I'm really proud of that kid. I'm really proud of Tessa, man. Alabama goes on us. Okay. Because guarding one-on-one, even without Tanaya, will be a problem. Okay, well, we're going to shoot their lights out. Whole bench coming through tomorrow. Okay, Mill Dog. Well, let's speak it into existence. Let's speak it into existence. Let me see what else we got going on. 1 second, y'all. Okay, so tomorrow, I think our winning looks like paint touches early through Joyce, Okot controlling the glass in the second chances, defense forcing Alabama into rush threes, transition offense turning stops into points. And I think that's Gotti that's going to step into Latson's absence and limitations with confident shot making. I believe Essence Cody is they big, right? Y'all correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. I believe that's Essence Cody, y'all. Help me out. Tracy Harper, what's up, fam? Please don't go zone. Tessa and Isla gonna have a field day running off screens, hitting three. Isla, I forgot Isla Weiler. I'm looking for Isla Weiler to have a good shooting day tomorrow too. So we finally got a player that's near the top 10 in scoring this year after a long time. I guess that's why the critics are so quiet right now. MJ, talk about it. For Alabama to win, y'all, they 3-point shooting got to be at an elite clip. They got to have minimal turnovers. They defensive rebounding. They got to do that like they lives depend on it, and they got to have a slow, controlled tempo. And they have to put some pressure on in the fourth quarter. That's gonna flip them to the favorite, and I just don't know if they can do that. But ESPN probably got them favored. Listen, I'm a Coach Curry fan. I like Coach Curry. I think that her teams are well coached. You know, I respect they start, they defense, the hunger. I just don't think they're gonna be able to do much with us tomorrow. Isla has her confidence. That kid has been playing well, shooting well from the arc. Yeah, she's shooting well from the arc. Now, I would love to see Isla step in from the arc and add that mid-range, start knocking down that mid-range. Really start knocking down that mid-range. I would like to see that. Damn, man. Audie Crooks dropped 35 today. Who's the player off the bench? Who's the player off the bench? Who's the non-starter that you think could be the biggest factor tomorrow? Let me know. Who's the non-starter that you think could be the biggest factor tomorrow? I want a big game from Maddie. I want to see Maddie McDaniel have a big game, especially with Latson out. We were able to get a good idea of what Gotti is going to bring if Latson's not able to go. But it's Maddie McDaniel. I want to see a big game from Maddie. I want to see people start getting the confidence in Maddie's game that I have for Maddie as a point guard as we move into the season. Okay, we on the same page. Court Bentley, Keith, Maddie or Isla. Okay. Yeah. We on the same page. Maddie. Okay. Maddie, Dowda, Tack. Oh, listen. Let's I dropped a video about Tack today, y'all. I love me some Adele Tack, y'all. People sleeping on Tack, man. Tack better than people think. She gonna be impactful anyway. Frank, I think Tack has the listen. I think 8 and 6 is intact anytime she get up off the bench. Really, she has the skill. It's just confidence. We talking about Keith, Maddie. Okay, man, listen. See, Court, this is the type of shit that I need. This is why my chat better than everybody else's. I didn't know this. Let's say this out loud here now. Maddie has 23 assists over 10 games and 0 turnovers. She's progressing beautifully. Let me say that shit again, y'all. Maddie has 23 assists over 10 games and 0 turnovers. She's progressing beautifully. That's a hell of a stat. Court, thank you for sharing that. 23 assists over 10 games, no turnovers? Sheesh. They're like 2 to none. Assist to turnover ratio, 2.3 to none. We can't start off slow. Got to take it to them and run. Okay. Got a feeling Maddie gonna go off. 1 turnover all year. God damn. That's what I'm talking about, man. Call this stuff out. This is the stuff that we need to put out there. 1 turnover all year. That's nasty work. That's nasty work, y'all. Thank y'all for sharing that. Alabama doesn't have an Okot. No, they don't. Alabama 1 for 1 assist turnover. Carolina 2 to 1. It looks like they have 4 good scorers. But suspect in the paint. Lack of paint factor and 1-to-1 assist to turnover is a bad matchup for winning. Yeah, John Pittman. I mean, shit. When you just break it down to the stats like that, yeah, it doesn't look like it'll fare well. But on any given day, right? So this is why we play. This is why we watch. This is why we Gamecocks. Tech bring a fire like Mad Kiki had. Yeah, Michael Coker. Good point. She bring a fire. Exactly. It's an instant fire. It's an instant energy. It's an instant go time. I love it. Hey, listen. Dowda giving us 12 and 8. We good. Dowda giving us 12 and 8. We better than good. Shit. I would love for Dowda to give us 8 and 5, 8 and 7, 12 and 8. That's really good. Okot scoring first. Don got 2 of the best pure point guards in the country. I don't think that people realize that though, Jay Ham. I don't think that people realize how much of a natural point guard Maddie is, just because they haven't seen her yet. Keep watching. Maddie gonna show you. She a true PG1. Alabama, Florida, they don't have enough size for us. Florida let Furman stay in the game until the 4th quarter. Yeah, size will be a challenge. Size will be a challenge, and they're gonna have to try to match that size with 3 points versus 2. With more minutes, Maddie will qualify for top assist turnover percentage in the nation again. Okay. I definitely take at least a few. I think you're talking about Maddie's numbers. What do you think of our offensive sets? I already know we got one of the best transition offenses, but against good teams, can we score with our sets? I think that we'll score with our sets. I think that the challenge with our sets right now has just been making sure that everybody is comfortable with their role in the sets and knowing the sets, right? We were a little late with implementing our offense and our defense this year, right? Getting those established. So I think we got only one returning starter, people figuring out their roles, but I think at the end of the day, our offensive sets will be effective, and they'll be more effective as we move towards March and April, just with people getting comfortable and the muscle memory repetitiveness of it. What activates Dowda on a consistent basis? Yeah, we got to figure that out. Maddie, Scary Mary Carey, I agree. Okay, excuse me, y'all. And also, Don didn't say that the big baguette wasn't playing. Don is brilliant at answering questions without giving you an answer. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the big baguette is even in town yet. Our free throws been up and down. Yolanda Wells, our free throws are not consistently where I want them to be at yet. But I'm greedy, and I want our free throw percentage to be up at 95. That's just me because they free. She's still in France, but she did say something about Sunday. Okay. According to the news, she's not here yet. So the big baguette hasn't landed yet, but on the way. That listen, the space, the opportunity, the extra body, more fouls, just having her length, her IQ out on the floor, allowing her to get comfortable with these ladies here early in this conference season. I'm just excited for where we're gonna be in April. During today's presser with Dawn, the girls were in back shooting free throws. Good. And I haven't watched press yet, so I will be watching that as soon as I finish here. The in and out of Tessa and Okot gives us playing lanes for other players. We can pivot into different sets easier than anybody except perhaps UConn. Yeah, I mean, listen, we on a collision course to see UConn. I mean, that's what this year is all about. I'm looking at the rest of these teams, and no disrespect to them. They're going to show up and they're going to try to compete, but I'm not believing them. This season is about South Carolina versus UConn meeting again in the championship for the Natty. Okay, now, I see. Okay, Tanya, you saying I think Tack getting a bucket gets her going. The quicker she can score, the better because she brings energy. Yeah, I actually felt like she brought energy off rebounds and blocks too. I was down a rabbit hole watching Tack, putting together the video that I dropped today on her. And I'm just so excited for that kid. I can't wait for her to get all the way healthy. They were shooting free throws in CLA. Mr. Currency, what's happening? She got that work in with Molly. Man, the SEC better watch out. 6'7" on their head tops. You better believe it. Yeah, blocks as well. The blocks as well. I mean, all that stuff get Tack going. Anything being on the floor gets Tack going. But what I noticed about Tack, it seemed like it's Tack being on the floor gets our players going. Gets our players going. 1 second, y'all. Okay, big sessions. Yo, hold on. I see Natty Laddie Latson out there walking around. I'm watching Khadijah go through handshakes with everybody. Big sessions. And I want to say Benetti got I love it. Benetti got handshakes with everybody too. Love them down. I love it. I just love this team, man. Tessa's handshake might be the funnest to me. They were shooting free throws. SEC get that work with Molly. Man, the SEC better watch out. I just watched Cess's story on Insta. Latson is on the court, no limp, no break. That's what I was looking at, Frank. That's why I stopped. Take a look. Latson looked like she was walking fast. Is she out? I know they said she out, but she looked good. Adele brings good energy, and when she makes a basket or a block, she's fired up. I love it. She brings energy to the team. She brings confidence to the team. She brings a know-how. She brings leadership on the floor, man. I love that kid, man. I love the way she loves being a Gamecock. That's just fucking infectious. She loves being a Gamecock, and you can tell. She cheers like a fan on the sideline. That's what I love about her. I think it's just precautionary not to play tomorrow. Me too. I'm watching Sessions on Instagram. Okay, you like Latson resting for the next 2 games or so. Okay. Run them likes up. Hey, strong ankles. I love this team too, Lisa Pugh. I think some of our other bigs do great things tomorrow. Oh, I'm expecting a full team show out. I'm expecting a full team show out. We finna set the tone for the SEC. And I think that we weren't happy with being co-champs. What the fuck is a co-champ? We don't co-champ shit. We champions. We don't need nobody to co with us. So this is about setting the tone in the SEC, and I think it's about going and being the champions. Championes. No co. We don't need no co. We don't need no help. We've been doing this. We don't need nobody to help us be the champs of the SEC, man. Get a backseat to that. Alabama should be a good game for the first half. Alabama should be a good game, period. I'm excited just because it's conference hoops now. Just imagine Tack Okot and Turnerbees running and out staying fresh. Well, not only that, John, because then I start to think about next season with Tack and Turnerbees and maybe Okot and Kitts and Watkins. Tack may be our most vocal player. Tack may be our most vocal player besides Raven. I mean, definitely the one who knows, who understands the most about what's going on the floor, understands it in and out the way Dawn talks about her. Yeah, Frenchie is still young and need a summer of body by Molly, but we gonna be able to hide that out. Yeah, co-champs. We don't need that over here. Yeah, we don't need no co-champs. Hope Joyce ready for the double teams they will do to her and ready to pass out. Yeah, we ready. A great big part of Latson's game is transition. Great point, J-Ham. We definitely want her 100%, but hadn't realized that, listen, look at what this kid looked like not being 100%. Nobody knew that Latson wasn't 100% until she got hurt. And it was like, is that the hurt one? Well, shit, your ankle was hurt. We couldn't tell because you've been out here unaliving folks. I don't never forget about Maddie, John. I don't never forget about Maddie. Maddie like the secret weapon. She's so quiet, they forget. And then she gonna slice them up. Kelsey and Kaylee next year. Yeah, Kelsey, Kaylee, Jersey. A lot to add to this scheme already going into next season. I don't want to get too far ahead because we just supposed to be starting this season. But I mean, think about that now. They thought that we weren't gonna have much, and now it's like, do we fast forward this season to get to that one? No, let's just enjoy this. But my goodness, we got a lot of talent coming to Columbia here over the next 2 seasons. I'm just so proud of this team, man. I'm so proud of the way we show up. From the coaching staff on down. Man, for the coaching staff on down. We don't never get down. It's always a re-up. We always working. And it's always about who want to be here. If you don't want to be here, don't. We're not worried about who don't want to be here. We ain't worried about who didn't come. We ain't worried about who left. We worried about who's in the 803. And we finna go get a chip with that. Yeah, Hoopers want to play with Hoopers. Mr. Currency, you better believe it. Hoopers want to play with Hoopers. Our standard is unmatched. Our standard is unmatched. Over the last 10 years, nobody has been more consistent than South Carolina. And you take that to the bank. Yeah, I'm here to have that argument. Over the last 10 years in basketball, nobody has been more consistent than South Carolina. Consistently great. Consistently great. And people will throw UConn out there. UConn is the defending champs. They haven't been the most consistent over the last 10 years. And I'm not taking anything away from 12 championships. I'm not taking anything away from none of that shit. But what I'm talking about is over the last 10 years. Over the last 10 years, there hasn't been more of a standard of winning than what South Carolina's put out there. Yeah, tonight walking down good. Get healthy, kid. Get healthy, kid. And that consistency as that, and when I talk about our consistency in women's basketball, that extends into the WNBA. There haven't been more. Listen, South Carolina Gamecocks have been the most consistent players in the WNBA in the last 10 years. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. If you don't believe me, look at Asia's dominance. Asia went from getting drafted into the league to being the best player in the world. If you don't believe the South Carolina Gamecocks are dominating at every level of basketball, you're not watching this shit. So when I say I mean it. I mean it. Rooter. I'm Rooter. Rooter. Man, I'm on the countdown to UConn. I'm just on the countdown to UConn. And that's not, excuse me. Don't take my cockiness. Don't be offended by my cockiness. But when I really look out here and look at these other teams, who else is it? Who else is it? Who else is it? Who do y'all really believe? Texas? Y'all don't really believe that shit, even with them beating us this year. Y'all don't believe that, really, do you? That 6-7 just, we went from nightmarish to like unbearable. Like, we went from nightmarish to like sleep with your mama. You go get in bed with your mom. Now, the nightmares. All kind of lineups out there. Joyce at 3. Winning with scheduling, great matchups rather than just powder puffs. Is it possible that Alicia could play Sunday, or we got to wait till next week? I don't know. I'm not putting anything past Big Drip Don Staley. Hey, you just rocking out with your cock out. You better believe it. Rock out with your cock out. Cocks up, man. We hard. We hard out here. We are hard to beat. We are hard to beat. We are hard to match up against. We are hard to double team. We are hard to, bro, who you switching off of? Happy New Year's Eve, fam. I see Texas Tech, I think it's finna get started. Some school officials are still on holiday. Oh, that's the only hold up? Oh, well. We finna get to it. So, okay, now that conference play is really getting ready to start. Y'all tell me, is Texas the second best team in the SEC? Based on everything that we've seen now, because I didn't have coming into the season, I didn't have them as the second best team in the SEC. But right now, I have to say they are probably the second best team in the SEC. Who is competing with them right now, y'all? Talk to me. Let me know. And then y'all tell me, give me y'all SEC Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. Who do y'all have as SEC Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year? Talk to me in the chat, y'all. Game! Put them cocks in the chat, man. Let me see them like that. Let's go. Sorry, y'all. I was checking. I thought the Texas Tech game had started. I don't see it on yet. Okay, Joyce, SEC Player of the Year. Okot, defense. Can you imagine the lineup with Madina, Joyce, 6'7", Raven, Latson? Yeah, but can you imagine a lineup with Madina, Joyce, 6'7", and then Gotti and Tessa? Can you imagine that? What about when we go big? Dowda, Joyce, Madina, 6'7", like when we go real big. SEC Player of the Year and Madina, Defensive Player of the Year. What you saying, Court? Joyce, okay. Joyce, just cause. All I know is everyone better not count us out because Latson is out. Glad a guy did great, which is gonna be a great help. Yeah, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, Joe Mama. People don't realize what a hooper Gotti is. Yeah, endless possibilities. It's like a what you call it, like a smorgasbord. You just go up there cafeteria style, pick your poison. What do you want? You want threes? You want paint pressure? I think we number one in the nation in paint points right now, averaging like 54. I didn't realize that we had 2 back-to-back games in 74 until I was just doing this deep dive. Our pressure in the paint is whew, that's just hard to deal with. We done are averaging almost 75 points in the paint. We can put up 75 in the paint the last 2 games. Man, how you deal with that? How the hell do you deal with that? Then we got to be top 5 in block steals, ain't we? What our defense looking like? We're scoring over 90, holding teams to like 50. That's the if those numbers stay on that trajectory going into the SEC, we can wrap this thing up early. Yeah, people play UConn like they meeting a celebrity. I agree, Arvin. I can see that. I see why Drip was playing the different lineups and then 3 bigs, 2 point guards. She knew a bird was coming. Well, I think this was something that they have been working on. This was something they have been working on. 4 bigs with Raven. You can do that. You can do 4 bigs with Latson. Endless possibilities. Endless possibilities because our offense is going to become our transition off of the defensive rebound is going to be whoever get it go. That's so dangerous. That's so dangerous. Everybody just running downhill at you. Who do you stop? Who do you get? Will they stop it? Will they just bang you from 3? Tessa can pull up and just shoot it from 3. Bang, 3. Tonight can take it all the way into the rim. Madina all the way into the rim. Joyce can bring it down and stop and pop at the elbow or take it all the way to the rim or stop and shoot it at the 3. Tournabees gonna be able to shoot at 3 levels. Our defensive intensity is definitely what we got to be able to keep up. That's definitely what we got to keep up. But it seems like this team right here, even more so than last year, loves to play defense. We love to get the cookies. Man, we out here for the cookies. We want all the cookies. Tessa trying to get cookies. Raven trying to get cookies. Latson is out here taking people's cookies. Gotti's getting cookies. Period. Our threes are falling with the guards. We are dangerous. They're not gonna know how to scout. Yeah, our 3. We're shooting the 3 ball much more efficiently. Much more efficiently. So you got Latson that had a 5-3 game. Isla, did Isla drop 5 threes? Tessa dropped 5 threes. Tessa and Latson dropped 4 threes in a game together. You know, we just dropped 12 threes in a game. Like that shit right there, that's scary. That's scary times for a Dawn Staley team. Dawn Staley's team doing all of that and will also drop 12 threes on you, 36 from 3. Man, listen. That's scary hours. That's scary hours. You get cookies and you get cookies, baby. You get cookies and you get cookies, okay? Okay, we got Texas Tech. UCF is underway. Hey, everybody on defense is trying to get the cookies too. Everybody on defense is working for the steal. My thing tomorrow, what I want to see is us intentionally rebounding, us intentionally boxing out, us intentionally making our free throws, and us intentionally defending without fouling. Those are the only 4 things that I'm looking for us to be able to do consistently going into this game. Everything else we've been doing. So if we come in and we defend without fouling, we make our free throws, we stay locked in defensively, it's up. It's up. Box out, rebound, defend without fouling, make our free throws, and don't turn the ball over. Those 5 things take us to the chip. South Carolina brings out the best in these other teams. They know scouts watching from the W. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Plus, I mean, you want to be able to say that you was it. Hey man, I went into the gym with the dynasty, man, and it didn't just run me off the floor. But some of these kids, man, the biggest game that they played in their college career will be the game that they play against South Carolina. That time that they played against Joyce Edwards. That time that they was on the floor with Madina Okot. That time that they was on the floor with Raven. Right? Those will be stories that people will tell from years from now. Oh, mama used to play basketball? Yeah, I'm sitting home watching the WNBA. You watching Raven go into the Hall of Fame. I played against her one time. Scored on her too. That's it. I played in the CLA. Yeah, we playing. Nobody gets hurt. I'm always praying for everyone who's playing in this game, man, to have a healthy season. A healthy season, man. All of these young ladies put their work in and work as hard as they can to be able to go out and contribute. And I'm wishing them all a healthy season for sure. Sean, what's happening, fam? Yeah, we ain't got no reason to get out rebounded. If we are talking about growing the game and developing players, USC is the place to be. That's why Coach Don gets the tough questions. Ain't nobody else got nothing to say anyway, Harvard. That's what Joyner thought she did. Yeah, okay. That's what she thought. Other than that, y'all, I mean, it should be business as usual. Business as usual. I guess we should make a plan about how we're looking at this thing tomorrow. I don't know how early we want to get started. Now, we play at 2:00. We play at 2:00. I'm thinking about coming up about 1:30. I'm thinking about coming up about 1:30 to pregame and hang out. It's gonna be some good basketball on at that time too, y'all. Louisville is gonna be playing SMU, Arkansas, Vandy, Iowa, Nebraska, Tennessee, Florida. A lot of games going on at 2:00 right when we kick off. NC State, Stanford is also gonna be going on. So we'll be talking about all those. Ole Miss, Georgia will kick off while we up. So just hey, listen, y'all. It's finally here. By 1:30ish, yeah. Not Alabama's strength of schedule is almost identical to LSU's. Malik, what? What? Okay. See, this one I don't like when you off work. You get to get too many facts and shit. Now, what? Come on, man. Talk to me about this strength of schedule real quick. And y'all know I'm in the mansion watching hoops too. After we finish here, 11:00, y'all come back and hang out. If you're not going out, come hang out with your favorite virtual cousins, man, and toast this new year in. We're gonna talk South Carolina. We're gonna revisit the year. So if you coming to hang out, have your favorite South Carolina moments, man, and be ready to make your cases for some of these questions I'm gonna have. The defensive player of the year is Raven. I need to see a few more SEC games. He got damn right. The defensive player of the year is Raven to me too. But I know they'll reward people that had 16, 17 steals in a game, like that. But steals and blocks ain't all the defense. UCLA's roster were the black players. Professor Golden, they've moved on. They moved on. Joyner definitely thought after that game she was a for sure WNBA lottery pick. Yes. All good, Professor. What's happening? I'm very happy about our wing freshies in Gotti and Isla. I knew Gotti was going ball, but Isla is showing me and everyone else she can fill it up from 3. I told y'all. Great basketball here too. Hey, listen, Raven, the thing, did y'all hear what the people said the other night? They said, you can see it in her eyes. She was finna take that girl cookies. They know what it is. They know who Raven is. They know what Raven about. Raven out here to get the cookies. But she'll also just change your shot. She also just breaks up plays. She also makes people change their mind. That wingspan make you think different. That wingspan make you think different about basketball and everything. I'm excited to see her and Gotti out there together. How many games will Latson miss? I'm not sure. I've heard for sure this next one and then day by day from there. But I did see Latson moving well, it looked like, in practice today. So I'm hopeful there. But I also know that Dawn won't take any, and I'm not going to just say Dawn. I'm going to say that the program and the standard doesn't take risk with injuries. We brought Gotti back beautifully. We didn't miss a beat. We were a little thin with our rotation, but we handled Gotti beautifully. When she hit the floor, she was ready to go. So my goal is to have her back for Texas. My goal is to have her back for Texas because I just think she wants that get back with that loss to Texas. I think she wants to be on the floor for that get back, but I'm not in. I don't think that we have to have her over the next few games. I don't want her to feel pressure like she needs to risk anything with that ankle to get back. I think we're deep enough to take care of business right now. And then getting Alicia in will also be a good thing for us. Yeah, day to day, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. You hope she ready for LSU. Oh shit, man, we don't play LSU till February. That girl gonna play basketball before then. I told you she was at practice running around today. So mama, yeah, no. Whoa. Yeah, no, we don't. We ain't gonna see them jump until February 8th, February 14th. Until us, AB. Happy New Year's Eve, nephew. What's happening? What's the word? Okay, Texas Tech really trying to play. Arizona State trying to play. I'm gonna have to pay attention to them. Yeah, Valentine's Day. Well, I think I said February 18th or first. It's February 14th. Anything else? Anything else we concerned about for tomorrow? Anything else we want to talk about for tomorrow's game? Because I don't want no nervous energy or nothing in the chat, y'all. Now let me know what y'all worried about now. If it's something on your mind, if it's something you think we ought to be concerned about, let me know. Because I'm feeling real confident, y'all. I'm feeling super confident about tomorrow. We're going to take care of business in NCAA against Alabama. I'm not concerned at all. After that investigation, not a damn thing. Yeah, Latson definitely want that Texas game redo, for sure. Oh, you know me, Mr. Currency. I'm cocky about it anyway. Rooter. We got shooters. We got looters. Man, it's up. Yeah, leave the nerves at the door. Leave the nerves at the door. Okay. Now, those of y'all that's coming back to hang out for the Cess Talk Sports New Year's Eve hangout, y'all be ready to talk some real Gamecock stuff. Want Madina to watch her footwork and avoid traveling turnovers. Okay, and I see somebody else say Madina staying out of foul trouble early. I think so. I think McKeer starts. Who do y'all think starts? Who do y'all think starts for Latson? I think it's McKeer. What do y'all think? I don't think it's Maddie. I think it's McKeer. Okay, Gotti. Yeah, Gotti starting at the 3. Okay, we all in agreement there. Isla and Maddie, what's up for her? I agree. Isla and Maddie coming in for Gotti. I think you got to start Maddie. See what you got. You want to start Maddie next to Raven? So okay, now let's talk about that. If you start Maddie with Raven, then who is your backup point guard coming in to spell Raven? Let me know. Shonda Doe Ray, what up, fam? Unless you go with 2 bigs, Dowda being the other one. Okay. Alabama undefeated with a soft schedule while only averaging 75 points a game. Alabama been injured too. A lot of their players been on the bench. Don't be shocked if you see Gotti running the point at some point in the season. Oh, we're gonna see that, I believe, MJ. For sure. McKeer, you like McKeer? Yeah, and okay. So you want to just run Maddie? You want to run Gotti as the backup point for the game? Okay. Interesting, Jermaine. I was thinking have McKeer out there with Raven, and then have Maddie on the floor with that second group, so we could really see what that what that looks like for Maddie. But here's the thing: the one thing that I know about the talent that we have on our team, you can't lose with no matter who you start, and it doesn't matter who starts, who finishes. Yeah, Gotti did start the third quarter last game. She did. You would start Dowda to see how she starts? Okay. Now, why do you want to see what Dowda looks like now in this situation? Gotti and Raven on defense together. Wingspan. Say it again, MJ. That's what I'm excited to see. Because that wingspan will be like, what would it be like? 6'2.5", and then 6'4". It'll be like 12'8" or something. 12'6.5", something like that. Wingspan. 12 foot, 6.5. Man, come on. Have Maddie bringing up the ball and use Raven more for defense to start. So the one thing that I've noticed when Raven and Maddie are on the floor, Raven is consistently pointing at Maddie to bring the ball up and initiate the offense. That is one of the things that Raven is making sure she's doing when she's on the floor with Maddie. That is a focus that we have to make sure that Maddie is running that offense. AB coming along fast. Bring Dowda off the bench. Honestly, you can't go wrong either way. UCF, the same Uncle Biggs out there hooping. Yeah, they out there. I gotta pay better attention to Texas Tech. I'm trying to figure out, is Texas Tech really are they for real? Ooh, nice move. Yeah, finish though. I want Texas Tech to get Cheryl Swoops back in the building, man. Get Cheryl Swoops around this program. What's happening here? Got Johnson is scary. Woo! Yeah, that is. But you know what else is scary? Johnson and McDowell is scary too. Raven coming down with Madina and Joyce, downhill to the paint, and Gotti and Tessa going wide for the 3 is scary hours. You thought Oklahoma State was real till they let Baylor come back today? Yeah. Oklahoma State just ain't showed up how I thought they was going to show up either, Jermaine. I thought getting the Hurd sisters together, and then there was one other player that they had coming in, I thought Oklahoma State would look different. But Baylor surprised me. I got to go back and see how Baylor came back because they were losing. I looked up and Baylor was up 6 or some shit. So tonight, y'all, when we come back, for those of y'all that's coming back for the virtual hangout, we're gonna talk some. It's all Gamecock stuff. So we want to know what we learned, the year that built our edge. We're gonna build our 2026 stop unit, right? We're gonna play a game. We're gonna 5-player stop unit from our roster. We got to get one stop with the season on the line. Be thinking about that for tonight. Roster energy check. Who sets the tone? Who's our heartbeat pieces? These are some of the stuff we're going to talk about. We're going to give out Dawn Staley New Year Awards, the Big Drip Awards, biggest coach chess moment, biggest say it with your chest quote, most we built different Gamecock sequence. Y'all be ready to talk about this stuff, man. We just going to celebrate the year. For those of y'all that's going to be around hanging out with us for the virtual Gamecocks New Year's Eve party, these are the things we're going to be talking about, man. I'm going to kick this thing off at 11 o'clock. Y'all come back and rock with us. They went on a 13-0 run to get back into the game. Oh, shit. Okay. Coach can play with so many lineups. It's just scary now. Just have to wait and see it. See, Mill Dog, remember when I was talking about blind 10, Baker's dozen? Blind 10. Drip by blind 10 plus 1. It's up now. It's up. It's up. If they were acting like they was mad before at Dawn, now you got something to be mad about. It ain't shit you can do about what she done did now. And if they keep fucking with Dawn, she's gonna be the only person in the gym who heights start with 5. And that's really scary times. So they better watch out. Put some respect on her name. Put some respect on that name. But y'all, I appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with me for this Gamecockin hour. Conference play starts tomorrow. I'm up here at 1:30ish. Y'all come and hang with me if you in the house and you're not getting out. No other place to be than hanging out with me. Gamecock New Year's Eve party, 11 p.m. Eastern. Pull up. Until next time, y'all hit the like and the share. They both right there. Game. Let me see them cocks in the chat. Rock out with your cock out, y'all. Until next time. Until later on tonight, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. I love y'all to life. And we